welcome back to Boob Tube with my lovely co-hosts, Casey Carter and Desiree. Hey, ladies.
Hey, how are you?
Fantastic. So we've had an exciting week. Our first episode aired on Tuesday.
Yay.
That was very nerve-wracking. It was like all of these emotions of like excitement and nerves because the recording wasn't, it just went seamlessly. But then when it was actually airing, it was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
How did you feel, Desiree?
I was nervous actually, but getting the jitters out, this episode's going to be fantastico.
Fantastico. I love it. So Casey, why don't you tell us what you did this week? Any news that you want to share or just give us some updates?
Oh my gosh. I am actually working on a video project that I'm really super excited about. As I mentioned, I have a thing for cigars, like a big thing for cigars. And so I've been putting together some cigar videos that are going to be a part of my fetish repertoire. And I'm really excited about it.
Have you done any like how to smoke a cigar, like how to cut the end? I don't know what to do.
No. Yes, I believe it or not, I'm not. Let me tell you why I don't do it. I don't do it because there's like a bajillion other people who do it, and like that's not my thing. I literally just like to sit back, drink a good cocktail, smoke the cigar, and be all of this. So that's what
the allure. Hello, that's the allure. Is like, let me show you how to do this. And that could actually be a fetish. Like, oh.
See, if you watch the videos and see the drawing on the cigar and the lips and that's where it's at. That for me, I look at my own self in that moment like, damn, girl. See what I'm saying? So everybody's got their thing. That's my thing.
I just wanted to learn, and I would like to learn from
we
you.
can do that. We can do that offline. We can definitely do that offline.
Gotcha. Well, anything else that you want to share that's happened this week?
I was baking.
Baking. Oh, love that.
Made some peanut butter cookies, some butterscotch cookies, some chicken pot pie, and then just busy with working out pretty much too.
Okay, well, I'm hungry, so I would really appreciate if we refrain from speaking about food at this time. My week has been good. It's I've had a roller coaster of emotions. Not only was there the airing of the episode for EXXXOTICA.tv, but just a lot of strange situations that presented themselves that made me like get into realistic reality mode, and I didn't like it. So I threw a temper tantrum and just got under my covers and was like, I don't want to live. And then I got back at it, was like, hello, I'm back. So I had to reset. A nap. You know what's so weird is that a nap is so invigorating. It's like,
oh my God, it is the best. I live for a nap.
Yeah, for sure.
Refreshing.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's talk about some stuff. We've got some interesting birthdays today. And one of them is George Lopez, who likes big girls, by the way.
Nice.
He may not publicly announce it, but I have some friends that are in the LA area that have seen him at a few BBW events. And yeah, I like George Lopez. He's a funny guy. I heard he's not very nice, but we're all people, we gotta be true to ourselves. And sometimes when you're out in public, especially if you're famous, it's awkward when you're trying to just be yourself and have like family time or eat a meal or grocery shop or shop for sex toys. You don't want to be recognized and like approached awkwardly. So also I'm a huge WWE like wrestling fan, and so today is Terry Gordy's birthday. Rest in peace, he passed away, but he is a WWE Hall of Famer. And so today is his birthday. Also, Valerie Bertinelli. Do you remember her?
One Day at a Time. Yeah.
I loved her. She was married to, was it Richie Sambora? I think she was married to a rock star, if I'm not mistaken.
Or was it Eddie Van Halen?
It was Eddie Van Halen. It was. Richie Sambora was The L lady, the blonde.
Yeah, she was on Dynasty, right? Like she did
Heather
Locklear.
Locklear.
Heather Locklear.
There we go.
Yes.
It's so funny because he's in the background and he's like. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, moving along. Today is Valerie Bertinelli's birthday. Happy birthday, Steve Clark, who is the was the English rock guitarist of Def Leppard, and he also passed away. He was from England, which I did not know. Total shocker. And last but not least, Michael Moore, the controversial filmmaker who is responsible for Fahrenheit 9/11. And I don't know whether I like him or don't like him. I just watch his stuff because it's super interesting. So happy birthday to you too, Mr. Controversial Filmmaker. I'm waiting for him to put out a film about COVID. So today we are talking about movies and what is supposed to be on the big screen. Some movies that won't appear on the big screen because they are postponed due to COVID, but others that have been released onto streaming sites early or being put out on DVD just to go ahead and, start generating some revenue. So, you guys ready?
Ready. Yeah. Let's do it.
Epic.
That's supposed to be Smash. Oh, I had to show Smash. My specialty card. All right, so we're going to start with my favorites because I am a huge comic book hero, supervillain, DC Marvel fanatic. So Wonder Woman 1984.
Nice. Smash.
Smash, yeah, for
saying.
sure. I'm excited because it gives you more of a backstory on how Wonder Woman became Wonder Woman, because the Wonder Woman movie didn't really go into detail. It was more kind of like, boom, I'm Wonder Woman and I have a love interest and I'm fighting this war. And it was like, well, how do you become Wonder Woman? So it's supposed to go back and like tell a story back in 1984. And I'm an 80s baby, so
yes,
I'm all about movies that are set back in time, like Romy. What's that show? Romy and Michelle.
Michelle's high school reunion.
Yeah, or the high school reunion. Yeah, I like that movie because they're like, it's almost like the 80s version or the older version of White Chicks.
Yes.
Oh my god, like for real. So Wonder Woman 1984, I'm excited about. Marvel's Black Widow, which stars one of my favorite actresses, Scarlett Johansson.
For sure.
Who doesn't like Black Widow?
I just love Scarlett Johansson.
She's hot.
I'll show up for whatever she's doing. I'm just saying.
Hi, we're doing a tutorial on how to unravel an onion.
I'm here for that. Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely gets a smash.
Yeah.
Smash. Do you remember the original Black Widow movie with
Nope.
Deborah Winger?
Nope. Never. That's why I don't remember it. No. Yeah.
This is what I got to say. It is a good movie, actually. And it's so funny because there's a documentary about another woman, an actual real life person who had a very similar story. So anyways, moving along, Black Widow. Yay! Birds of Prey. Harley Quinn. The infamous Harley Quinn. I'm excited. I love Margot. What's her name? Margot. I don't remember her name. I just know her name is Margot. Anyways, I like her. I think she does a really good Harley Quinn. And of course, I'm a huge fan of Harley Quinn cosplay. I haven't done it yet. Have you ever cosplayed anybody?
I love cosplay.
What have you done? Like, what's your favorite cosplay character that you've actually done?
Just a couple costumes like that I have just to role play in, mostly, not really like movie or themed, I guess, but just like Little Red Riding Hood or Princess Leia. I guess that would be the most recent one that I've done. Yeah. So that was fun. Star Wars.
I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I want to do Princess Leia, and I want to do Harley Quinn. I've done Snow White. I've done Little Red Riding Hood. I've done. I did Great Gatsby. I've done a lot. Poison Ivy.
Nice.
But yeah, it's expensive. Cosplay is very expensive.
So true.
So yeah, Birds of Prey looks good. I definitely want to check it out. I think it's already out though. I just need to, make the time for it and stream that shit. The controversial Disney's Mulan. Crickets. Look at this. Crickets.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Disney movie fan. Like my family hates me for that because they all go rushing out to see them, and I'm like, if I got nothing else to do, I'll wait for it to come on cable. But I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What about you, Desiree?
I've seen the cartoon version as well, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't my favorite Disney movie, but it was pretty, it shows that women can do just as much as men, right? So
I like that. It's actually my favorite Disney movie, and that's because I'm big on that culture, and it also came out on my birthday, so a couple of good reasons. So we'll move along. Coming to America 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Talk about waiting a little bit to do a sequel. I'm curious to see how they're going to pull this off. Sometimes it's not worth the sequel after having waited for so long because the expectations are so high. So, of course, I'll be there to see it. But I'm trying to manage my expectations so that I'm not disappointed if it's not as good as the first one.
So true.
What about you, Desiree?
Yeah, I'm on the same page completely. I think it's going to be...
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I think it's going to be I'm setting myself up the same way as Casey. I'm just excited to see it, but if it's not as good as we hoped, then we'll see what happens, I guess.
You know what, I got to jump in on camera on this one, because I'm a huge Eddie Murphy fan, and I have plenty of theories about Eddie Murphy's career, and I think we can all say that we've been praying to God that the old Eddie Murphy, or at least some little bit of him, comes back to what the former glory was. I don't know, as if this movie being like Casey said so long ago that, who knows? It's kind of like Top Gun 2, another one of
that's on our list.
But not to jump ahead, but I did want to fill you in. Do you guys remember the movie Boomerang?
Yeah,
absolutely.
With Eddie Murphy. So
yes.
That was, I watched that movie every day for an entire year back when I was in college. I think it was the one VHS tape that actually still worked. And I have a theory on that movie, and it kind of goes right in line with this. I believe that when Eddie Murphy kissed Halle Berry in the middle of Boomerang, that was the death of his career. Everything from that kiss on, including that movie, took a complete swan dive, shit the bed, and never came back. You think about it. That was the end of that was the tail end of Eddie Murphy's 90s career, that just 80s, 90s that killed it. And I think that the kiss with Halle Berry and Boomerang ruined Eddie Murphy. It didn't, you couldn't go anywhere up from there, and it just all slid. The first half of the movie, amazing. Boomerang, the first half of that movie is one of the greatest movies ever made. The second half of that movie was absolute trash. I mean, it literally, and it came from the kiss.
Okay, I'm sorry. I love Halle Berry.
Trust me,
Halle
who
Berry
doesn't love Halle Berry?
Okay, I'm just saying.
I love her to death. She is one of the most beautiful women, unbelievably talented actress. also did a horrible job with Catwoman, but we won't talk about that.
That's another thing.
And
Smash.
oh,
For sure.
I show me a person that wouldn't answer that way. I mean, she's unreal. So there's my Halle Berry, Eddie Murphy story. I totally didn't expect to be on air with this, but I couldn't hold back from it. So
Okay.
there you go.
Right.
Now continue your regular programming.
Yeah, right. For me, I feel like they're using much of the same cast, which I am a huge fan of. I hate when they replace characters with other actors. It just drives me insane. I don't even care how bad the original actor was. Like, I want to see the same face. It just makes it so real for me. And the second thing is like, I do feel like there is it's a classic movie. Like, I don't know how you can outdo or even compare to the original. So it's going to be interesting because it's set in current day. So, we're talking a huge 30-year span. So I don't know. I'm excited to see it just out of the fact that, it is a huge classic, like undeniably. So we'll be excited to see that. Fast 9.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yes.
I like Casey's reaction. She got some boob action.
First of all, you want to get my attention, give me a bang bang shoot 'em up any day of the week. Now you throw in some fast cars, you throw in some hot looking people. I mean, Vin Diesel. Okay, Vin Diesel, Tyrese, Michelle Rodriguez.
Hey, back up. I got my smash or pass list.
Okay, my bad. But I'm just saying, like, that right there has me all day. Even Hobbs and Shaw wasn't necessarily the best, but if I don't like to watch that movie. So I'm like, I don't care how bad that is. And as a matter of fact, those movies have been so far removed from what they originally were. It doesn't even matter to me anymore. I mean, it was great when they first started, kind of low budget, little, customized cars. Now we're flying all over the world and jumping through buildings and cars. And it's a whole nother budget now, but I still love it. Okay, thank you.
I enjoy Fast 9 too. I'm a huge fan of the Fast and the Furious and all the effects, everything that they've done and how far they've come. And rest in peace, Paul Walker. So, yeah.
Yes, for sure. It is definitely by far, for me, my favorite franchise. The thing that I really love about the Fast and the Furious is that, they keep the same cast. And a lot of the cast, comes back. So Gal Gadot, I guess is her name, the girl that plays Wonder Woman, ironically. She actually was killed in the I think it's Fast 7, because she was going to do Wonder Woman and they wanted her to continue to star, but, she had other obligations, which is something that I really love about the Fast and the Furious franchise also, is that they don't replace the actors, except for Paul Walker. They used his brother because he passed during the making of the movie, but they don't replace the actual characters with new actors. And I love that. Please don't do that. I hate it. Drives me insane. I can't say that enough. But yeah, it is definitely by far, you've got good music. I'm a big car motorcycle enthusiast. So, I mean, and I'm like, yeah. That's all it takes to turn me on. And then you got hot looking guys, action packed. And I like that they also include humor. Mm-hmm. And I love the family vibe. That whole, we're a family just is, it's giving me tingles just talking about it. But anyways, I can't wait to watch it. But it got postponed until 2021.
True.
Yeah, they postponed it to, I guess it's one of those movies that you just have to see at the theater. I've seen all of the Fast and the Furious at the theater, except for Tokyo Drift. Because I don't even remember that coming out in the movies, did it? I think it was
know.
Straight.
I saw it on cable. I don't know.
Straight to TV or straight to DVD. So on to another action-packed movie, Top Gun, starring Tom Cruise, and this one is Maverick. So I'm a huge fan of the Top Gun because it's, again, another classic. And a funny story, I was married to a military guy who was on the Enterprise at the time that it was filmed. And that USS Enterprise is the ship that they used in the original. This time they're shooting on the Abraham Lincoln. So,
Wow.
Now, Top Gun was the very first laser disc my parents bought. We wore that sucker out. Surround sound, brand new laser disc player. I mean, the house, the windows in the family room were vibrating when those jets would go off. Oh, I loved it. Talk about watching something every day. We wore that sucker out. I don't even remember what the other laser discs were that we got. That was the one that really mattered.
Mine was Return of the Jedi. But go ahead. Sorry, Desiree, go ahead.
I love that one too. But yeah, I just remember Tom Cruise. Everybody loved him, and that was like his big breakbust movie. And yeah, so I'm excited to see how this one is going to turn out as well.
Yeah. Favorite scene, the volleyball scene. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it bother anybody that Tom Cruise is 4'3"?
Yeah.
No.
I ignore it, but yeah. I'm more bothered by the Scientology thing.
I was just going to say the same thing.
All of that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's a pass. Bye.
Yeah.
I just watched a whole series about cults and extreme beliefs, and that was one. It was Scientology, Jehovah's Witness, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I was like, Tom Cruise became the face of Scientology.
Yeah.
That's weird. All right, Bad Boys for Life. Boom, 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 boom. Bad Boys for Life. Another classic and another successful franchise. Well, I wouldn't say franchise, but the sequel was equally as good, if not better, than the original. So
yeah, I haven't seen it. I'm sorry, I haven't seen it yet. I'm sorry. I will.
Gabrielle Union in it.
Yeah, she don't do nothing for me because she lets her man wear little short pants that are too damn tight. So yeah, no.
Lets her man. He is a grown ass man. But anyway, moving along. If I had a "you're fired" like from
Okay, does it help that when I was in college, I used to have dreams about Will Smith? Ooh. That used to be Will Smith. Don't ask me why, but he was.
I still do. I think one of the things that I really like about Will Smith is that he is very down to earth. And he's very open about the relationship with Jada. And he's very much he loves his kids no matter what. Because his kids are weird. They're cool, but they're weird. So. And he's like, I don't care. If Jaden wants to walk out in a skirt and, wear a bra or whatever crazy stuff he does, he's all, and I love that. I like that you see the realness of their, the dynamic of their family. And another thing that I really liked about Will Smith is how inclusive they are to his ex-wife and his first child.
I think that's probably the most impressive part to me because I am a stepchild and I've been a stepmother, and that is huge because it's not easy. It's not easy being that loving. So that was huge for me.
What about you, Desiree?
I'm excited to see it as well. I love them both as actors. I think they're gonna amp this one up and make it more entertaining, more action involved and whatnot. So I'm really excited to see this one too.
Yeah, Bad Boys for Life.
Yes.
All right, so now we're gonna move into a whole new genre: horror, suspense, thriller, I guess is what you call them. Quiet Place Part 2. Have you seen Quiet Place Part 1? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I guess I'm on my own on this one. Quiet Place is a movie which I wasn't sure I wanted to watch it because I'm not big on. I don't want to say like low script or low dialogue movies, but when you talk about a movie where there's not going to be any dialogue, you're just like, well, what am I supposed to do for 75 minutes or however long the movie is, right? But they did such a fantastic job casting this movie and directing it. For there to be very little dialogue, the suspense and the thriller that you get watching this movie was just like, so you should definitely check it out. Check out Quiet Place 1. So I'm excited to see Quiet Place 2 because it goes more into detail. Like, again, Quiet Place 1 doesn't really share how they got into the situation. It was kind of like now, like all of a sudden this pandemic starts and these like monsters that came from, we'll just say that they came from the sewer or whatever, just like started, you know, being predators to humans. And if you make a sound, obviously you attract them because that's their ability to, they find you through sound. Okay. So yeah, so Quiet Place Part 2, we'll see. The Conjuring 3. What? Wow. I feel so alone in this category. I feel like a little lonesome. Well, Conjuring 3 is the third installment of the Conjuring series, which is about Ed and Lorraine Warren, which you know about, Miss Casey, because you were from Connecticut, where they were from. And it is a series of movies that talks about real events. It's based on real events. Of course, it's designed for entertainment, so it's not going to be like all factual, but it is based on true events. So I like it because I'm a huge fan of Amityville, and so all of that kind of ties into each other. And this one is about allegedly one of the guys being possessed and killing people because he was told to do it. So it'll be interesting to see that Conjuring concept, which I like the Conjuring movies, and then add some extra horrific stuff to it. So we're going to have to do some movie nights. I see some dates in our future, y'all.
Yes.
I do. Candyman.
I saw the original. That was creepy.
I agree.
It was. I love the Candyman series. I actually met Tony Todd. He's a super, super, super nice guy because I go to the Monster Mania cons. He was there. And he just happened to be, I went to one of the panels where I met like Robert Englund from Nightmare on Elm Street and Matthew Lillard, who plays Shaggy in Scooby-Doo, but he's also from the Scream franchise or the Scream series. So Candyman the thing I like about Candyman is it takes place in like an urban area. So it's not like, you know, often some suburbia where it's like, hello, you know, like Scream, where she answers the phone, she's the babysitter, like, hello, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm gonna kill you. Like, this is like, this is in the projects. Like, I think it's Chicago. It's called the Cambria or something like that. Anyway, so this is supposed to be like years later. They've torn down the projects and created these elaborate, expensive condos, and now the saga continues. Candyman. Or wait, no, he's got the hook. I don't have a prop or I would have used it.
Love it.
You know, I posted it on Twitter and I was really surprised to see how many people were excited to see Candyman. So, yeah, I'm excited to see it too. Next, Halloween Kills.
Love it. I'm looking forward to it.
I've seen a couple of them. It doesn't really do anything for me. Sorry.
I'm a fan of the franchise. I'm a huge fan of Jamie Lee Curtis. I have to say there have definitely been sequels that have disappointed, but coming from that 80s horror genre like Friday the 13th and Jason, Nightmare on Elm Street and Freddy, Hellraiser with Pinhead, like, yeah. So Michael Myers is like, even though it's like Freddy versus Jason, that was so stupid. Or where they were on a spaceship and then they or where they were in New York. Like sometimes their concepts just don't play well out on the big screen. So yeah, Halloween Kills. I just want to see it because I'm glad Jamie Lee is still around doing some. Although I did want to see the Knives coming out, or Knives.
I did see that.
You did? Was it good?
It was entertaining. Yeah, it was I watched every second of it, start to finish. It was very good. Yeah.
I agree. It kept your attention for sure. Knives Out. It was great too.
Yeah, we will definitely have to make some movie nights and put that on the list because I want to see it. I'm upset that I didn't get to see it at the theater, but you know, I was lazy. I mean, let's just be honest. I was lazy, so I'm making a couple of adjustments and knocking things over. All right, so now we are ready for our favorite part of our show.
Yay!
Or pass. Yes.
Where are your cards? Hello? You?
You won't be able to see mine.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Well, how are we going to know if you're smashing or passing?
I'll say it. I'll say it. I got too much flair.
All right. Desiree, you go first.
Okay, so for my list, I have Ryan Reynolds. Smash or pass? I'm going to smash because he's Canadian. Shout out to Ryan Reynolds.
I'm going to smash because I think he's hilarious in Deadpool.
Yes, love Deadpool and he's smoking hot.
And he was married to Scarlett Johansson at one time. What about you, Casey? What do you love about him?
He's tall, and I love his curly hair.
Interesting. All right, what's your next one, Desiree?
The next one is Johnny Depp. Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm gonna smash too.
I'm gonna get a sorta smash.
Okay.
We don't have an option for sort of smash. It's either smash or pass.
It's a sort of smash. I'm sorry. I got to go sort of because I don't want to completely pass. But like, I run through, from 21 Jump Street, Edward Scissorhands. Like, I start in my mind seeing all these different characters he's played. And I'm like, I'm probably more interested in some of the characters than Johnny Depp himself. So I think that's why I'm like a kind of a.
Is there like a hand job category? Like, not a full smash, just
maybe that's it. Maybe it's maybe it's that.
Yeah. Just a hand job category. Yeah.
Well, it depends who's getting the hand job.
Okay. Now we're starting to break it down way too much.
This just went left.
Sorry.
I would smash him. I do. Well, one thing I do know for an actual fact that he does like big girls, although he won't say it publicly. He'll never, he does like big girls. But we're way too old for him. So that's one thing. I like his characters and I would smash him.
When I'm seasoned.
Yeah. What was your favorite Johnny Depp character? Like, or his role, like movie? I liked him in the Window movie, like where he was the writer, because I didn't know that he was stalking himself, but remember he was a writer and he was allegedly being, I think it was something about the window or I don't know.
Where he had the multiple
wall.
That's right.
Yes, he had multiple personalities. I love those movies. I love when they think they're being stalked by someone and then they're stalking themselves. Like those fascinate me.
Agreed.
Yeah, I can't say that there's anyone in particular because like I said, all the characters just kind of run through my mind. Like if you were to spin a wheel, I'd maybe be able to pick a character like that, but none of them stand out in particular.
Yeah, he's definitely had a very diverse character lineup. So good job. All right, which one's your next one, Desiree?
Ian Somerhalder. He plays on The Vampire Diaries. If you guys are familiar with that, no?
His name rings a bell, but that I haven't seen that.
Okay.
What else has he done?
Because I don't know who it is.
Okay, well, we'll just pass then, but the name rings a bell.
Yeah, I can't.
The next one is Wentworth Miller. He plays on Prison Break.
Was he the main guy?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll smash him.
All right, look, either one of the main guys. Because I don't know the difference. So
okay. I'll smash as well.
She's like, all prisoners look the same.
Jamie Foxx. Smash.
Although, interesting fact, since we were talking about Tom Cruise, he actually, I don't know if they're still together now, but bumping and grinding with the wife.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'll definitely smash. It's got to be good. All right, next one.
Mark Wahlberg. And the Funky Bunch.
Mark and the Funky Bunch. Yeah.
So
Smash, for sure.
I'm mad because I had an opportunity a couple years ago when they were
to smash.
No.
Oh, okay.
Gosh, I wish. You think I'd have turned that down? Fuck no.
I'm just checking.
I have a friend that works at a hotel or worked at a hotel in Boston, and they were filming Ted 2. And I was going to go visit, and he was like, well, I'm going to put you on the floor with Mark Wahlberg, but you just got to be real cool. Don't get kicked out or anything. So I was going to go, and then something happened, and I didn't end up going. And he was like, yeah, Mark Wahlberg was a really nice guy. And I was like, oh, damn. I could have met Mark Wahlberg, but I would have been a stalker. I'd have been like, do you want me to help you put your key in the door?
See, now, rumor has it, because I went to Boston University, and rumor has it that his brother, the one he has the burger joint with that was in New Kids on the Block, he was apparently, Donnie, thank you. Rumor has it, he was at BU when I was at BU. That was the first semester. Second semester, he was world fucking famous. So who needs BU?
Right. I love Donnie Wahlberg. And he's married to Jenny McCarthy. And they are super, super cute together. They do TikToks together. Matter of fact, they did the best Tiger King impression on TikTok. It was super hilarious. Like, oh my God. I love them. So, goals. Smash. I'll smash Jenny and Donnie and Mark. We'll just have a fucking foursome.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Next one, Desiree.
Will Smith. Smash.
And can he bring his wife?
Girl, yes. I thought you don't do girls. You know
I don't. But listen, good sex is good sex. Okay.
I've seen a lot of chicks lately with this.
Good sex is good sex. Okay. Listen, I don't have time to be picking and choosing. Good sex is good sex. Period. End of story.
You don't discriminate?
No, not for good sex. No. Mm-mm.
All right. What's your next one, Desiree?
Denzel Washington.
Every day, all day. Because King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
I actually almost ran him over once. You know, I'm from LA, so he has a beach house in Malibu, and it was like Veterans Day or Memorial Day or one of those like holidays. And so the guy that I was dating at the time, we decided to go for a drive because he had a young kid, and I had a kid, and so we were like, can't really go and do anything. So we had the kids in the back, and we're driving, and he was like, turn down here. So we turned down this road. We're driving down this Malibu street, and this man like walks out in front of me. I almost hit him, and he's like walking in his raggedy, holy, like dirty looking robe and some like pajama bottom sweatpants and some slippers. And he walks in. The way that it was set up is like the houses are on one side, and then you had to cross the street to go to the mailbox. So he's walking to his mailbox, and as he's walking in front of the car, the guy that I'm with is like, do you know who that is? And I'm like, no, but he needs to get the hell out of the way because I'm about to run him over. And he was like, that's Denzel Washington. And he looks at us and he waves and gets his mail and then walks back across the street. And I'm just sitting there like, why didn't I hit him? I could have been famous. I could have been famous for being the hit and run that, hit Denzel Washington. But anyway, go ahead. Next. Sorry.
Adam Sandler. Comedian. Smash.
What about you? Are you smashing or passing?
Smash. Love him.
I love Adam. He's funny. Okay. Go ahead.
I love his movies as well. Ryan Phillippe. He was with Reese Witherspoon. Smash. Yep. I'm going to smash too.
Yeah. Cruel Intentions.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that movie. That's a movie I could watch over and over and over again.
One of my favorites as well.
That's it?
That's it. That rounds up my 10.
All right, Casey, your turn.
Okay. So I've got Eddie Murphy, since we brought it up.
Smash.
Now, the only thing that I'm going to say about Eddie Murphy is he produces way too many kids. So I'm just saying.
I don't think I have all the right equipment for Eddie.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there. Because, yeah, I'm gonna avoid that one like the plague. But I got you. I
like him as an actor, and I think he's absolutely hilarious. And I don't know, I don't really think he's that attractive, but you know.
I wasn't feeling Adam Sandler, so that's fair.
It's true. Can't love them all.
No. Okay, but
almost all.
We can love Vin Diesel. See?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a smash. That's a for sure smash.
Yes. Mm-mm. And since I'm having a Fast and Furious moment, I'm just gonna like keep it like I'll take Tyrese Gibson.
I'm mad that you stole some people from my list.
I'm sorry. It's because I was reading through my notes and I'm like, ooh, and it just made me think of all these people.
Although Tyrese is kind of a jerk, but he's sexy.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. A few years ago, I went to the mayor's ball here in Atlanta, and he was the performer. And I was there as someone's guest, and they had a freaking amazing table. So the table was right there at the edge of the stage. And when Tyrese performed, I was able to be right there. And I was busy, doing live video. And so I had the camera up so that you're looking at me and you're looking at Tyrese behind me. And lo and behold, he comes over to where I'm at and gets all in the video. So I was like, ooh, yes. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
So he was great that night. And he can get all up in his feelings, but he was great that night. So I'll give him, that night, he was on his best behavior as far as I could see.
I do have a confession, though. There was a period of time when he was putting out all of these, like, positive videos. I don't know if you remember. It's before he got with his wife. But he went through, like, 6 months of putting out, like, a video a day. And he would be like, invest in yourself, keep your head up, stay strong. Like, he had all these really motivating videos. And I did fantasize about him for a while. Just saying. All right.
Yes. Okay. So I am also a big fan of The Rock. Dwayne Johnson is just
smash.
Can you smell what The Rock is cooking is all I'm saying.
Can you do the eye? Come on, you gotta do the eye.
I can give you one, but I can't.
Hold on.
I can't give you both like he does.
He's a wrestler, so of course I was a fan of The Rock before he became The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Rock. So he comes from a famous line of wrestlers, and he is also the cousin of Roman Reigns, who I'm a fan of. And so The Rock, I bet he got a rock down there too.
Okay. And what's funny though, that now that you say that, because going back to this idea of not wanting to be disappointed, like total fantasy. But if someone like rang the doorbell right now, I'd be like, I'm not sure, because I'd be so disappointed if it wasn't robust. You know what I'm saying? Like that would really disappoint me, because if I don't know if he takes additives to look as big and broad as he does, and we know some folks suffer down there when they, take enhancers. So I almost would need him to just be that fantasy
right
out there. Like, don't prove it to me, because then I'll be mad that I didn't take my shot. But then don't show me, and then it's not all that I'd like for it to be. So he's definitely just going to always be like that fantasy.
Yeah. Sometimes that's where you got to leave people. And not only that, he could be a 1 minute man.
That would be another problem. Or
I would rather deal with the small package than the 1 minute man.
Or lazy. There's nothing worse than a lazy dick.
It's true.
Anyway,
true.
We digress. Okay. So, quick change. I'd like to say, and we've already said, but I'm just gonna put it out there for Halle Berry. And yes, I did say I don't do girls, but damn it, how do you not do Halle Berry? Come on.
Go ahead, Jay.
Just
give us your Halle Berry. You'd smash her.
Oh no, she's a smash all day. I mean,
yeah.
Today, back then, anytime in between, like for the next 40 years. I mean, that woman just doesn't quit. Although she apparently could kill your career in one kiss.
Rumor has it.
Maybe Halloween Kills should be renamed to Halle Berry Kills.
By the way, she kind of goes right in line though with like some of those other like the Jennifer Anistons of the world, right? That they're like these beautiful women, but no guy can like actually handle them, and so it makes you wonder like, is it that good? Is it that bad? Do you get into it and then realize that it ain't worth it? Like, I mean, there's got to be some kind of answer there.
And you know the crazy thing is that's kind of the folklore around her is she's had some really hot boyfriends and husband, and yet somehow they all say she's crazy. I don't know.
If it always smells like shit, check your own shoe.
I don't know, but
they say crazy is good though. So
for a little while.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, like your girlfriend to crazy, you don't wife one. Like that's
You don't even girlfriend them.
Yeah.
You smash and pass and get the fuck out.
Relate or hate.
There you go.
Relate or hate. Go ahead.
All right, so then I've got Michelle Rodriguez. I said that earlier. Michelle Rodriguez. You know, I mean,
yes.
That's someone who's got a little bit of crazy in her that I'm looking to like. Somehow I see a benefit in her crazy.
She's very dominant and has that like very even though she's female and feminine, she still has that like masculine type personality. Cause like I loved her role in SWAT. I loved her role in Avatar. This is a movie I want to talk about in another episode when we talk about like movies that surprise you and shock you. But she did a movie where Sigourney Weaver was a doctor, a cosmetic surgery doctor, and Michelle Rodriguez was a character where she was a man, and then she killed the Sigourney Weaver's love interest or whatever, and then Sigourney Weaver kidnaps him, puts him under cosmetic surgery, and turns him into a woman, which is then Michelle Rodriguez. Yeah, amazing movie.
I think I saw that movie.
Yeah, it's good.
I think I saw that. Okay, I got two more.
Got it.
This is the one I'm throwing in just for shits and giggles. Matthew McConaughey.
Smash. Hey. Love it.
Pass.
That just I gotta pass. I'll watch his movies, but there's something about his southern drawl that takes a little too long to say a word. Like the word just lasts way too long. That southern drawl it kills me. I'm from New York. I can only take but so much of that before I'm like, and yeah, that's a no. Okay, and here's my last one.
Okay.
This is my last one. So 007 did not make the list of movies. So I'm throwing it in there by saying Daniel Craig.
I'm going to do a pass too. I don't even know who that is.
Good. More for me.
You can have them all to yourself, Casey.
I'll do it. Thank you.
Who is your favorite Bond?
First is Sean Connery.
And
then there's Daniel Craig. Mm-hmm.
You didn't like, what was his name? Roger
Moore.
Roger Moore.
He was cheesy.
What?
He was cheesy.
Oh. Yeah. Well, it's my turn, ladies. Get your smashes and passes ready. Smash and pass. And a bunch of the ones that you named.
I know.
On my list.
Yeah.
Sorry. Luckily, I had some backups. I was prepared. Jason Statham.
Smash.
See, I saved you that one.
I love the Transporter movies, and I love.
Yes.
He also played an Italian Job, which
yes.
gave him a comedic role as well, so it was kind of hot. Candyman, Tony Todd.
Pass.
I'd give him the goodies. I mean, just for shits and giggles, because he was nice. He was a nice guy when I met him. Tom Cruise.
Smash.
She said pass. Okay. Val Kilmer.
Smash.
Do you remember him? He was Iceman in Top Gun.
I do. I'm a pass. I ran into Val Kilmer in a bodega in Tribeca, New York. It was weird.
You know who else was weird? Sutherland, the Sutherland guy. Kiefer, yes.
That's it.
Yeah, you'd smash him. Yeah, Kiefer Sutherland. Lost Boys is one of my favorite movies. Vampire movies. That we got to do a whole theme on vampire. I'll dress up as a vampire.
Please, yeah. I got teeth too. Let me know. I got teeth.
Ben Affleck. Damn, Casey. Look at her. She's like.
Yes. I do that every day, all day.
Yeah. Heath Ledger.
Pass.
She's a pass. I liked him, but I liked him in the movie A Knight's Tale.
Okay. That was cute.
That was a cute movie, but I did like him as the Joker. Although my favorite is Jack Nicholson.
I loved him as the Joker, but I think he won me over with, what was it, 10 Things I Hate About You?
Yes.
That's where I fell in love with him, right there in the beginning, right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cute. Brad Pitt.
Smash.
Mm-hmm. Yes, girl.
Y'all can have him.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Angelina Jolie.
No.
Smash.
I smash her. Look, I like how she's got her hearts. Those are now her new smashes.
Smash. Yeah.
George Clooney.
Pass.
Now, can I get him with Brad Pitt? Can I get them together as a package?
Why don't we just have like a whole Ocean's 11 gangbang?
Yes, I'll do that. And can you?
Who gets the little Japanese bendy guy?
Yeah, we can put that mouth to work.
He can do some Kama Sutra. Or his hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody can get a job. Bring me back Bernie Mac, and he can sit in the corner and tell jokes. I'm good.
Oh, Bernie Mac. I miss him. He was so funny. I don't think I did it right, but I tried. Ocean's 11 gangbang. Casey, you got a busy week ahead of you. You're doing a lot of smashing.
I'm bored as hell. Can you tell?
I see. You definitely need some. Oh, there you go. Pillow talk. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that concludes my smash or pass for today. It was interesting. A lot more passes than I expected, Miss Casey.
Yeah, well, it happens.
We did get some random fan questions.
Ooh, fun.
I love questions. So lately on social media, I've just been like posting a bunch of random questions. And I asked them to ask us some questions. And one of them was the craziest place you've ever had sex.
A movie theater.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
What movie were you watching?
A boring one.
Clearly.
Okay. Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah. It was secluded. Well, there was not. Go ahead, Casey.
Well, I was gonna say mine was at girlfriend of mine was in a secret society at Yale, and they had a party, and so yeah, the bathroom at the party at the secret society, and I figured they're all busy out there. And the very next day, she says to me, "Oh my God, they were talking about people like fucking in the bathroom." I was like, "Oh, really? Okay, okay." My bad. So yeah, apart in the bathroom in the secret society house. Mm-hmm.
I would have to say a park. And you remember those at the park when you had those like everyone, all the kids would, or like whoever would get on the thing and you'd like spin it and it would just go around. I don't remember what, I guess.
Merry-go-round.
Was it a merry-go-round? I wasn't sure if that was what it was called, but it was on one of those. It was an older park, so the equipment was like super outdated, and it ended up breaking. And we got caught.
Why are you breaking shit?
It was already like, you know what I mean? Like, and yeah, it was bad news. So it eventually like went like this, and it just stayed like that. And like, so we had to move. And as we moved, like we must have set off like a motion detector camera or light or I don't know, something. And all of a sudden security came and I was like,
damn.
Okay.
He was like, we're going to pretend this never happened. I'm going to go on about my business. And I was like, thank you. Cause I do not want to go to jail for public indecency. Sex on a merry-go-round. Yeah, that was my craziest that I can think of offhand. I'm sure I have plenty more, but you know. Mm-hmm. Anal, yes or no?
Yes.
Hold on. I got one even better.
Smash ass.
Smash ass. Yep, we can smash that ass. Okay. What are you most known for? A talent or a special thing you do that people know you for?
Oh.
Squirting.
Make it rain. Oh, wrong rain.
Oh, that's good. I would probably say in and out of the adult world, it's all of this.
Your pillow tops?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, because even when I'm in my vanilla world and I'm like hanging out with my mom and her girls at the clubhouse, she likes to point them out and I'm like, okay, I'm now entertainment for these 60 and 70-year-old ladies. Cool. So, yeah.
Are they real? I hate that. Like, yes. It's one of the perks of being fat.
Yeah, well, in my family, it just runs in the family. It's just...
Mine don't. I got mine because I'm fat, okay? That was one of the perks. What is your favorite kind of video to film? Fetish or sexual kink?
Fetish.
No, like what specifically?
Specifically, like I said earlier, cigars. I really like... I did cigars and leg crossing. And I loved it. I had on a tutu because I like to wear tutus. I had on a tutu and fishnets. And I have a tendency of ripping a hole in my fishnet so that when I'm out, I never have to take the fishnets down. So the whole time I was shooting the video, I would leave my legs open and like literally looking deep. Yeah. So fishnets and cigars together. Yeah.
I like the ambiance. I think for that would be amazing. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with pole dancing and ass worship fetish. I like
do you have a pole?
Yeah, I do have a stripper pole. It's just over here.
I like how she points.
Just over here, yeah.
I have one too.
Nice.
Hey, odd man out, no stripper pole. I bet I'll have to work on that.
We'll get you one. We should do an entire like stripper edition, like striptease, hustlers. Yeah. Anyway.
Strip workout.
I tried to get the Spit and Shay girl to do a private lesson so I could film it for YouTube because I have no grace and I'm super clumsy. So I know it's going to be funny. But yeah, she doesn't do private lessons. So I have to find somebody who'd be willing to let me film me trying to do stripper stuff. Like Sam38G. What's this? Oh, Sam38G does this thing with her boobs where she does like titty twerking is what she calls it. And I want to film trying to do it because it's hilarious. I don't know how to do it. Like I just go like, okay. Yeah. And that's it. That concludes. So let's pick a theme for next week. Or should we let the viewers decide for us?
Well, how about we come up with 3 ideas and let the viewers choose from one of 3?
Yeah.
All right. Mine is the club and dance. What's yours, Casey?
Oh.
What's your submission?
Shit. Oh, vampires.
Yes, vampires. I like that.
Vampires.
Desiree?
I don't have one off the top.
Stripper movies?
Sure. That's a good idea. Yeah. We'll go with that.
Stripper, vampires. What was mine
Club.
Club.
again? Oh, club and dance. See? Woo. Good. Pass. That's where you insert that no. So, anyways, that concludes today's amazing episode of Boob Tube. Woo! Yes, Casey. Yes, Casey. Go ahead, Desiree. Mine are contained. Well, I don't know. My shirt's all over the place. So, thank you so much for watching. We will see you next week on our next episode, number 3 of Boob Tube. Oh, the social media. Yeah, let's talk. Oh, we forgot our social media. I can be found on Twitter, Platinum Pussy, and the number 1, and that's Pussy with 2 Z's. And queenofbbw.com is where you can find me. Miss Casey?
I am on the Twitter at Read Casey Carter and the Instagram at the Casey Carter Experience. Or just go to my website, Casey-Carter.com.
And you can find me on Twitter at Desirable Bottom, Instagram at Desirable Bottom _ OnlyFans at Desirable Bottom, and DesirableBottom.com is my official website.
Yay! Bum, bum, bum. Now on to you, Jay.